Back,
Yeah.
back for the first time.
We back out here. Man, LeBron James, 4 rings, brother. It's
Boom.
still wild to me. Oh,
Oh, I think it's sunk in. I think it's sunk in for me. I think I'm ready for 5.
yeah, but that's what's wild. I can't believe we're actually talking about the chase for 5. I never thought I'd see the day where LeBron James is actually has the opportunity to catch Kobe. That's crazy to me.
Hey man, media trying their best to get in everybody's head. They tried. They tried, and they will continue to try, and they're just getting dumber. The haters are getting dumber. Everyone is getting dumber who says anything negative about LeBron, doubts LeBron. Any of that talk is just stupid now. It's stupid. All you media folk that want to go ahead and tie MJ into this, I don't get it. Do you want us to hate MJ? Because that's exactly what you're trying to do, to be honest, by talking about him so much and putting a negative light on LeBron in the same sentence. I don't get it,
Yeah.
man. Like I watched an interview. There's a new interview that came out of MJ. Well, it's like a 2-year-old interview. The YouTube channel decided to air the full one, like an hour long.
Hmm.
I'm like, man, this is a genuine, down to earth dude, psychopath on the court. But like, what? Why? I was thinking to
Hey,
myself,
hey, Michael Jordan's the man, bro. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
know,
We
and I
ain't
was
no
like,
MJ
man,
haters. It's just that from what we've seen, we just think LeBron James is the better player. He does more than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is like offensively crazy, defensively crazy, all that. But the way LeBron like gets his teammates involved, his assist game, even his rebounding game, all that kind of stuff, he's just better, bro.
bro, it
Bigger,
got to
faster,
a point.
stronger,
It got to a
and
point
even
where I
shoots
found
better
myself
now.
hating on him. It got to a point where I found myself hating on him, and I was like, watching the interview, I was like, what? Why did I do this? Oh, because of those old heads, those
Yes.
delusional
We
media old
hate the
heads.
stance of Michael Jordan. We love
That's
Michael
true.
Jordan himself, though. MJ's the
Yeah,
man, man. I watched Space Jam a couple weeks
yeah.
ago. Love it.
Yeah, he is the man, bro. I'm done with these old heads, with these media dudes, bro. I've just lost a lot of respect for a lot of these people fresh off of LeBron's win. Any
Oh
chance they
man.
can, and it's literally like
Skip
admitting,
Bayless. Skip Bayless posting
no, no, no,
the
no,
Michael
no,
Jordan the shot. Hey man, I still
no,
remember
no, no.
that. He didn't give the man an
No, no,
hour, bro.
he's a troll. He's a troll. I don't count Skip Bayless, bro. The dude's like Stephen A, like the actual like Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, who will just do everything they can. He literally admitted there's nothing that LeBron can do to be put over MJ because of the era he played in, and then he went and disrespected the new era of NBA.
Mm.
Hey man, I'm done. I'm done. I unfollowed them. I've stopped watching them because y'all were tripping, bro. Tripping. The Lakers were mid-flight back to
You
LA,
know what?
and you couldn't
I'll
you
I'll be
couldn't wait
honest.
long enough.
I'll be honest. I'm very disappointed with the media this year. Not gonna lie.
So disappointed.
I think it's why we have our own show now because I couldn't believe the disrespect LeBron James received. Giannis being better than him, Kawhi being better than him, all from last year. All from pretty much from the moment playoffs last year began because LeBron isn't there. They forgot about James. They forgot about
Mm,
Dre. And
mm.
then
Yeah.
and then, oh, we ain't beating Portland. Oh, someone said I wouldn't be surprised if we wouldn't make the playoffs. Even Van Gundy at one point said maybe we should trade LeBron before AD came along. Remember that? Like that compilation of all those people saying all those things. Portland were gonna beat us. Houston was gonna beat us. Nuggets was gonna beat us. Man, that graphic of like chances to win title and Lakers isn't even on there. With the
Top five,
Jazz has
yeah.
like a cheeky 10, 15%, and blah 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 has a cheeky 10 and 50%, but the Lakers aren't even on the board.
Disgusting.
Zero, zero.
Disgusting.
It's like, bro, what? This is LeBron we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, and they saw the performance beforehand as well. Like before, the NBA got shut down, what LeBron was doing was crazy. Was
Madness.
crazy. And still disrespected. Man,
Well, and still the best player in the league. And still dot
I
dot
want
dot.
my damn respect
Tripping.
too. Man, that
Tripping,
shit
bro.
hit.
Y'all were
Oh, man, that was should have thrown that. My bad. But that hit different, man. That hit different when LeBron said, "I want my damn respect too," and people were tripping on that line. But man, he's getting nothing but disrespect. He isn't getting the respect he deserves. Not even close to it. So I don't blame him
nope.
at all for wanting to say
No,
that.
not at all, bro. Because I don't understand why. Like, I mean, I do understand because it's clicks, right? And it's money. Money talks. These analysts, but it's kind of like it's to the point where it's like you guys are just dumb at this point. Who actually watches them and believes them? And then, bro, I'm not over that for Stephen A to say that this is the softest era or like it's been the softest era for a while. Do you realize the dogs that we've had in this league? The dogs that we've had in this league, bro. Ron Artest is from this era. Ron Artest would chew
Man,
up anyone from the 90s.
Garnett. We got a
KG
few
is from
dogs
this
out
era,
there.
bro. Jesus.
Now
Softest
wait,
era?
we had some dudes that want to throw hands, man. We got some dudes that will
Absolutely.
throw hands.
Absolutely. I'll leave it at Meta World Peace. I'll leave it at that. That's
Malice
all
in
I
the
gotta
Palace,
say.
right?
Malice in the Palace, bro. Ben Wallace from this era, bruh. What do you think you're talking
All I want to
about?
say is Shaq, bro. We
Yeah,
had Shaq. Shaq counts.
he's a bit of both. He's a bit of both.
Hey, if Ron
But yeah,
Artest counts, then
but
Shaq
yeah,
counts.
yep. KG, same vibe, bro. That's what I'm saying.
We
It's
got
it's
some
just
big boys,
outrageous.
strong boys.
Just outrageous. Who's gonna outmuscle Steven Adams? That dude is knocking people out just by standing there.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler said, man, that guy is tough. That guy is tough.
That dude is strong, bro. It's
And
that
we all know
Modi
that
strength.
Butler is tough. That
Y'all not
Modi
used to it.
strength.
Y'all not used to
That
that.
rugby player action.
Over here in NZ, bro, that's normal. Y'all ain't used to that over there. Brick wall. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. I wanted to go ahead and go off on the media for a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen,
Mm-hmm.
we are the Locked Up Podcast. This is Assam. I am Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, because it's the off season, I think it's only right to start talking about who's going where, what teams should do what, and we could ramble on. We're going to try our best not to ramble on. This is a topic that can just go forever. So I want to start
Trade
off
vibes.
with let's say who I guess the top 5 teams next season, right? I think statistically they said something like the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nets, the Bucks, and the Warriors. What does each team have to do, I guess? We'll start with the Lakers. What do the Lakers have to do? What moves do
The
do the boys
Lakers.
what moves
The
do the boys have to make
Lakers.
to go
Well,
back to back?
my guy Rob is already scheming, trying to get Luol Deng's contract off the books with a career-ending injury. By the way, Mozgov's contract got ended that way too. So hopefully it works out that we get that too. Cheeky $5 million a year, need it. We
That's
need
so
all
funny,
we
bro.
can get.
That can get you D
We need
Rose.
to re-sign some solid players, maybe Rondo, Howard kind of thing. But then we gotta, for the ones that leave, we gotta replace them. As we say on our chat, threes. ... Please. We need 3-point snipers. We need proper wing players. If we don't have Rondo, then we need a cheeky point guard too. We need a real point guard. You know what I mean? Like when the CP rumors, like I'm happy with CP rumors. I'm just worried about his age, but I think for at least 1 year, CP could maybe get us another chip.
I'm not
But
worried
once
about his
again,
age. I'm worried about his
threes.
money.
I
That's
ain't worried
more of
about
a
all that.
worry.
It's more about the age. It's like long term.
Bro,
I
if
think
it's
we might get
38
held.
mil, pretty sure he's on
he
more than
he usually gets injured every single year except for last year, which is fantastic. I'm very happy
this season.
for
Yeah.
CP not getting injured. You know what I mean?
The load will be completely off of him because he's got LeBron and AD. Load becomes
So we need to make sure we still have like a Rondo type, like a smart guy along with LeBron that can handle and distribute when LeBron is off, or even while LeBron is on as well. That and pretty much 3-point snipers. And I'd like to keep Howard as well as the backup to AD, and we good. That's it. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose Caruso if possible. I think we're going to lose KCP because he's going to want to get paid. But KCP has been our best and most reliable 3-point shooter. So, once again, threes, please. We need threes. Give me a
Please.
cheeky Bogdan.
Gallo.
Uh,
Gallinari.
Gallo. I would be happy with Grant, but he doesn't fill up my threes, please, quite as much. But he has a cheeky three in his arsenal. He's more of a solid role player type, hustling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's a good youngin. He's my youngin. OKC OG.
Yeah.
I think that's what Lakers got to do. I think they just got to fill it up. They got to do. I don't know. Like some people are saying, "Oh, Lakers have a potential to do even better than last year," but I have a feeling it's kind of scary. I have a feeling it's going to be tough to pull off a better team than this year.
I think a lot of our players are going to leave. To be honest, I think a lot of our players are going to leave,
and that worries me. What are we going to replace them with, though? Like, is it going to be better? Is it going to be worse?
Well, mate, if you got off your bloody high horse and just accepted Ibaka,
no,
maybe this wouldn't be so tough.
I've seen enough Ibaka on OKC. I know he did well for the Raptors. He will miss all those threes, and you're going to be raging at him every single game. Ibaka is going to be the classic type of player that joins LeBron James and just plays terrible. He is a big.
I don't see Ibaka doing
and
that.
I don't think he's going to do well being second fiddle to AD as a big. And when he's going to get the ball, he's just going to jack threes the whole time. That's his buzz. He's not going to go in. He's just going to shoot threes at a bad clip, in my opinion. And then we're just going to be mad at him the whole time.
So if we don't have Dwight and McGee, because I don't think Dwight's coming back, who do you want then?
Really? I thought maybe McGee gone, but Howard stays. That's what I was hoping for, personally.
Well, I mean, if I was Rob, right, I would get rid of McGee. I would not re-sign McGee. I don't know what happened to that guy at the end of the season.
I would get Cousins because I think he's a
low
risk.
God, what?
He's cheap, bro. He's cheap. That's why he'd be like literally like the McGee role.
This guy's had the 3-4 worst injuries a player can have back to back to back to back. I know. And I like Cousins. There's no knock on Cousins.
Yeah, I understand. It was 3 major injuries back to back to back. So I understand. He three-peated.
Achilles, ACL, and then knee injury. The knee injury, he was literally running. He was running in that open court, the practice gym. No way, bro. The fact that you want Cousins over Ibaka is astonishing.
Not over Ibaka. It's about the money. It's about Ibaka. He needs a starting role kind of thing. I don't think Ibaka will do well as a second center.
He would definitely be. What is he second center? AD's not the center. He would be.
But deep down, we know what it is. Playoff time, money on the line, chips on the table. You know what happens. AD goes to C. That happens. That's what happens.
That's fine. That's fine. Ibaka is fine with
that. So when Ibaka plays, he's just going to jack threes, and I don't think he's going to do well at that.
He's a great shooter. He's a fine shooter. Okay, I'll tell you, he's a fine shooter. He's a fine shooter. Bro, he's a better shooter than anyone else. Maybe not KCP. He's a better shooter than any of our other role players.
I'll give Ibaka something. He will be a good defender. He'll come in clutch.
Fantastic defender.
It's exactly. That part is good.
Energy.
But I feel like offensively, he's gonna tilt us. We're gonna be very mad and raging on the chat about Ibaka's threes a lot. I see it happening.
Let me tell you something right now, bro. Let me tell you something.
Give me someone else. Talk to me about someone else.
If it's better, if it's better than Danny Green, we got nothing to complain about. If he shoots better than Danny Green shot damn near 25% from 3, bro.
That ain't our standard, man. That ain't the standard.
I know it's not our standard.
Danny Green is the standard.
I will take a 35% 3-point shooter or a 32, 33.
I don't think he's getting 35. I'm telling you, won't even get 35.
We'll see.
30
But I think to replace the big men, because I don't know if Dwight is staying. People want Dwight. People are starting to fear Dwight again, which absolutely they should. What about my boy? What about Derrick Rose? There's trade rumors that he's coming to that they could come to he could come to the Lakers. So what do you think? My favorite player.
Honestly, I'll break it down like this. He was terrible on the Cavs, but since the Cavs, on the Wolves he played well, and on the Pistons he played well. So I think he's like sort of figured himself out at this age a little bit more. He's healthier, of course, classic. So if he continues to play how he played on the Pistons, but for the Lakers, I think it would work. He will be our handling PG. And Lakers are dead last in drives in the league, and Derrick Rose does nothing but drive.
Really?
Yeah, we're
How?
dead last on drives, by the way.
We've got the
Dropping facts
best.
for you, head
We've
top.
got the. We've got the best driver in the history of the game on our team.
Yeah, because LeBron doesn't choose to do it every time. Remember, that's why me and
Pass,
our guy on the
pass
chat,
first.
we get
Pass
mad
first.
because he just drives and doesn't get the foul and stuff, so he doesn't do
Hmm.
it as much. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
dead
he'll
last in
definitely
drives,
help
by the
with
way. And
that.
that's why I used to get mad at AD. Like, man, drive, put your head down. You should be doing that instead of
Yeah.
LeBron's, because LeBron shouldn't be doing it for 82 games. It should be AD. Anyway, we are dead last in drives, just for the record.
Ozzy.
So
That's so
I
bad.
feel like Derrick Rose will make a change to that because he'll be a small guy that drives. So he'll put a lot of pressure, cheeky kickouts, cheeky layups, easy buckets, bro. Those like, breaking the man down and making the defense collapse. Like that's going to be really great for us. So I
Yeah.
think if D Rose continues to do that, and he's got that layup sauce, and he's become a better shooter as well. Cheeky threes. What's his
Much better
3-point
shooter.
percentage? Talk to me, Ali.
I
I know
think
you know the
I
stats.
oh bro, I mean keep in mind he does attempt a lot less, but I think for the most part of the season it was in the mid 40s.
Mm, there
Really
we
good.
go. 40
Steph
percent
Curry,
from three
Steph
is
Curry,
fantastic.
Steph Curry percentage, but keep in mind he'd attempt like three a game.
Yeah, that's what
That's
bro.
good.
That is
He's
what we want from
consistent.
our
He's
role
very
players to take a cheeky
oh
2-3 and hit 102.
absolutely.
Fantastic. That's exactly what we
Yeah.
want. So I have a
Yeah.
feeling that more life Rose will do a bit better this time around with LeBron. I think so. But the thing is, the one thing that makes me scared though is what I saw on the Cavs. But I feel like it's a different
Yeah.
team. There's AD as well, so I think Derrick Rose actually might do well. I think he would be a great potential, like I wouldn't say Rondo replacement, but if we lose Rondo when we have Derrick Rose, then Rose will just be doing other things. You know what I mean?
He'd be
Because
yeah. You-
because Rose isn't that like super crazy high Q passer distributor guy, but he's more of an
no, he's
offensive
not.
role, and we need all
Yeah.
the offense we can get. We need
Yeah,
all
he's a
the buckets we
fantastic
can get.
offensive player.
Because man, when LeBron sits, man, we saw it, man. Lakers couldn't do anything. At least Derrick Rose
Yeah.
can go for a cheeky drive, get a layup, or go to the free throw line, something. So
Yeah, I think it would
uh,
work better this time around. Rose is much healthier and he's gotten smarter with his game. Yeah, bro, on the Pistons, his per 36, I've told you, is better than his MVP year, which is
damn,
crazy.
that's wild.
Which is
What do you think
crazy.
the relationship is like between LeBron and Rose? Do you reckon they're like buddies after that season, or do you reckon not really?
I think they are right. I think they are. Do you remember last year? It was I'll never forget this game. Remember I told you this last year in the chat. I said the perfect game for me if whenever D Rose versus the Lakers, the perfect game for me is Rose drops 30 and the Lakers win. That is literally what happened last year in that game. Rose hit a ridiculous like seven threes. He was just on
Damn,
fire. And now
seven threes.
him and LeBron were like this, talking that
Okay,
talk.
that's good. All right, well then you know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, I will happily take Rose, veteran.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need
Oh, he's so much
youngins, man.
smarter.
We need young snipers.
I saw we have the 28th pick in the draft. I looked at who is projected to be the guy. No, I saw the guy. I saw the player. I saw it's a college player. Something Watson. I can't remember his name. 6'2" point guard. Very Rose-esque with his drives.
Oh
He ain't
wow,
Rose.
you actually studied the
He
28th pick.
I
Damn,
got it
Ali.
popped up on
GM
my
Ali,
explore
he's
page.
scouting. We need Scout Ali too with the clipboard.
Scout
Crack
Ali.
up.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
he's yeah, I mean we'll see.
That pick is gone,
Um
man. If we do any trade, that is literally the one pick we have, and it's gone.
pick is gone. Yeah. Um yeah, so I think that's what I think Lakers need another big because I don't see Dwight and McGee staying. If I'm Rob, I'm getting rid of McGee. I think he's done. Um, I mean, if we can keep Avery Bradley, that's fantastic. All we need is one guard because I don't know if Rondo's staying. Rondo opted out. Rondo's an unrestricted free agent. KCP opted out as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah. I'd
that
like to
yeah, I
keep
think it's
Bradley and Caruso would be nice.
yeah.
But the thing is, we need a handler, a passer, and then literally the rest of the roster has to be shooters.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, we've got the handler. We would get the handler in D Rose. Rose's
Mm-hmm.
passing has improved a lot. His passing is very underrated. So that's another thing. He's got the
Nice.
he's
Do,
got
do
the
you know how much he averaged assist-wise in the Pistons?
four, four. I
Mm.
think 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 4 or 5 a game off the
Well,
bench. Keep in
if he
mind.
keeps that up on the Lakers, that'd be good.
I mean,
How
he
many
could
minutes
give
did he
you
play? Did he
18,
play heaps?
25-ish.
I think that'd be a
Yeah,
perfect amount for Lakers.
yeah, exactly. Um, we'll move on to because I want to go to interesting teams, right? What do the Clippers need to do? What
PG
do
gotta go. In my
Not that
opinion,
I
PG gotta
care.
go.
Yeah, not that I
In
really
my
give a
opinion,
give
PG
anything.
gotta go, and they gotta bring in a real point guard.
Yeah,
Beverly
that's
is
what
not
the
a real
rumors are.
point guard. Lou Will not a real point guard. Shamit and Reggie Jackson not a real point guard. Like if they had Rondo or something, that would be like lit ass for them. If they had CP, that would be very scary. You know what I mean? Something like that. They need a true leader because Leonard is not that guy. He leads by just playing well.
Yeah.
He has improved his assist game, which is pretty impressive in my opinion, but he ain't no LeBron with it. He ain't nowhere near it. There's levels to this. I can't believe he didn't like drop 40 and 50 on that game 7, you know what I mean? He did. He chilled. He donut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Donut in the fourth. So what were they? 0 for 14, both of them?
Something ridiculous. Something that people should not let go is all I'm thinking.
Yeah. If that was LeBron, ooh, oh man,
Massacre.
they would never forget the stat. So yeah,
Nope.
man. Paul George ain't it. Pandemic
No, he's
P.
not.
And I had to feel it in OKC every time. He was top
Mm.
3 in MVP voting and then got eliminated by the Jazz, bro.
Yep. He dropped 5 points in one game. I remember Brody dropped a 40 piece to carry them to that win.
Oh man, see, I like you, Ali. You
I
respect my
remember.
Brody. You
I
respect my
remember.
Brody. See,
I
Westbrook goes
remember.
out swinging at least. Even when his team isn't good enough, he at least goes out swinging. You know what I mean?
He goes out swinging.
That's
I like
hey, I
that.
respect that though. I'd rather a
Yeah.
player try and lose than just like donut. You know what I mean? And disappear
Yeah.
and lose.
Well, so where does PG go? I don't know any team that would want him.
I actually don't know, don't care. Right? Ever since he laughed at Lillard, I
Yeah.
really like. I lost my fandom for him. I like him. Like I think he's saucy and his handles is lit, and when his
Yeah.
shots on, it's so fire, it's so wet. Like I like his
But that,
swag on
yeah,
the court, but after he laughed at Lillard, like
tripping.
I lost a lot of
Yeah.
respect after that. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
lost a lot of respect, bro.
That
Um,
was the moment he was a villain in my eyes.
a team that I think everyone should be fearing is the Golden State Warriors. I don't think the Nets. Yeah, let's talk about the Nets first. Let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, everyone is fearing this team, bro, including you. I don't fear
Including me.
them. I'm not fearing them. I see Miami making the finals
Listen.
next year.
Assuming KD is healthy and Kyrie is healthy, then this team will do well as long as Kyrie does not mess it up with his emotionalness. Because KD, he's social media, emotional, all that stuff, but on the court,
Gets it done.
he's an assassin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It goes out the window. He does not play. He does not sook on the court. He plays. You know what I mean?
Yep. No locker
So
room
as long
trouble.
as I think the Karis LeVert and Kyrie relationship, if that works, then they're a dangerous team. I'll see you in the finals, mate.
I don't know. I
That's a
don't see
see
them
you in the
making the finals.
man. The East is weak. If the Bucks doesn't change dramatically, then Giannis ain't making it through. You know what I mean? Like the Heat, I think are gonna be sort of good, but they're not gonna make the finals again unless maybe the next year they get Giannis. Then maybe they'll make it to the finals. So Heat have to still wait. They're 1 year away from making that big move that'll dramatically change their team. So I just feel like KD is the best player in the East instantly,
Yeah.
even post. Like I'm assuming even a 70% KD best player in the East. This is just like
Oh,
when
I
Leonard
don't
went to
know.
Toronto. This is just like when Leonard went to Toronto. It's just going to
Yeah.
be a clear best player in the East, and the team is sweaty, bro. I mean, LeVert nearly daggered on Lillard. nearly sent Lillard home early.
Bro, I
When I
can't
saw that
believe
game
he
was
tried to
so.
do that.
What was it?
I
Was it like
can't
he dropped
believe
a 40 or almost a 50 piece on him, didn't he?
that damn near,
Oh,
yeah.
did he drop
Damn near.
50? No, it was like a 40
No,
plus
it
piece or
was in the
something.
40s. It was in the
It
40s.
was 40. Well, it was like 47 or something crazy, like almost a 50 piece on Lillard.
Well,
And yeah,
we'll touch
so that
on
team is sweaty. It's Dimwitty, Levert, Allen. Man, they got a stacked team, bro. DeAndre
yeah.
Jordan
Well,
as well. Like, see, you could just like
yeah,
sub and
DeAndre
mix.
Jordan, I didn't. DeAndre Jordan, I wasn't aware of. I fully forgot because he was injured.
Yeah,
Crazy,
but like
crazy.
he will deflect some shots and grab rebounds, and that's literally all he has
Yeah.
to do. He would just be a
Well,
big presence and be in the way. And so, man, it's a sweaty team, man. It's a sweaty,
well,
sweaty.
you talked about the Bucks if they don't change drastically. I saw a trade rumor, and I
A
tried it out
rumor.
in my handy dandy trade machine, and I fiddled around and something worked. Okay.
Okay. Talk to me.
So the
GM
so
Ali.
the Bucks can do this. I don't know if they will. The Bucks can trade Eric Bledsoe and Brooke Lopez for Bradley Beal. They can
Actually,
do that. That works. Yeah, it's like 12 mil
man, if
and
I was the
15 mil.
Wizards, why would I accept that? But
Wizards
that's
are
crazy.
just that's crazy that it can happen. So if they
Well,
get Beal,
what?
bro,
Because Lopez is on a big contract, and so is Eric Bledsoe.
Lop-
They're both on big contracts.
Lopez is like 15, Bledsoe's about 12, and Beal is
Damn.
27.
Yeah, man. Bradley
So they
Beal
can
got to
keep
go
Middleton.
somewhere.
They
Bradley
can
Beal
keep
is an X
Middleton.
factor for any team. Any team adds Beal, and it's dangerous, man. That guy
Very
averaged 30,
dangerous.
man. That's
30.
crazy.
And no
Averaging
one better
30
than
in
I
the
because he was in
league is
Washington.
not easy, fam. It's not easy.
IT did it as
Wow.
well. Damn.
Bradley Beal would be a great addition because he would be the closer. He would be
Yep.
he would be the
100%.
assassin at the end to
That's the guy.
carry Giannis. That's the take me to the place. The
Mm.
game is close. I've driven enough. You take the shot. Yeah, man.
I'm
Oh man,
tired.
Giannis. Man, what's if Giannis comes back with like the wettest jump shot? What's if he starts working out with Lethal Shooter or something?
Well, he should. He should. You get
Should.
another MVP.
Man, I'm done with
Um,
Giannis MVP talk. Hey, you better not go 3-peat MVP. I swear, I don't want to see that. Unless he wins a
that's
chip.
good guy. Yeah.
Unless he wins a chip, I don't want to hear no Giannis MVP talk.
Mm. Well, let's wrap it up with one of the teams I'm looking forward to the most next season.
I see the smile on your face.
The bloody Golden State Warriors, mate. The Golden State Warriors. Y'all league is in trouble, man. Y'all let that man have a vacation. Y'all
Yeah.
let that babyface dude over there have a vacation. You're all in trouble, bro.
We got
Lock up.
one more contender in the West, in the wild, wild West.
And they have a number 2 pick, and they have a very tradable piece in Andrew Wiggins. Yeah.
I was watching the All the Smoke podcast, and it was just Matt Barnes by himself, and he was talking to Steve Kerr. From what I was listening, it sounds like he wants to keep Wiggins. It sounds like he's very interested, and he watched Wiggins practice and stuff like that. Him and Clay in particular is
Really
who he's
weird.
been watching. Because Curry
That's
had like a family thing, so Curry isn't practicing in their little in-state bubble. But apparently he's been watching Wiggins and Clay go to work, so I don't think they're going to actually trade him, but they can if it's something crazy. Man, imagine if they add Bradley Beal or something. Imagine replacing Wiggins with Beal. Ooh.
Well, they're talking. Yeah. Well, they're talking about They're talking. The main talk is Giannis getting traded to the Warriors. That's the main talk, and it's like that can be done. Yep. So number 2 pick, Wiggins, Draymond Green.
I think the Bucks are willing to risk losing him for nothing, man.
Yeah, they're not willing to risk him. So, which then brings me to, man, I'm gonna gloat about this because I said this over when we first started this channel that they need to trade Wiggins and the number 2 pick for Joel Embiid. And it's starting to get talked about now. It's starting to get talked about. It needs to happen, bro.
Ali said it. You said it very early, weeks and weeks ago.
I heard it first.
I remember looking at you like, damn. Man, the most fire thing was I was like, yo, there's an ESPN trade machine. and you've been putting in work ever since.
Yeah, I didn't even use the trade machine for that. I didn't use the trade
Nice.
machine. So that can happen, or they can get that other guy we were talking about, Big Surge. They can get Surge, a shooting big man as
I
well on
think
the
Serge
Warriors.
Ibaka on the Warriors would be very nice. They finally get a proper big,
Crazy.
a defending big, and
Yeah.
cheeky threes. And I think with classic Golden State Warriors spacing, he actually might be a bit better at shooting threes for them than for the Lakers, in my opinion.
Yeah. And you know what no one talks about?
It's a Steph Curry effect. A guy joins LeBron, trashes it up from three, but once you go to the Warriors, you're like a sniper all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Quinn Cook, right?
Quinn Cook is our prime example. Literally,
Yep.
subject A, subject B, trashed it out for the Lakers, didn't even play. And on the Warriors, he was a sweaty replacement for Curry. Crazy.
Bro, he hit some daggers against Houston. It was against
Man.
Houston. Yeah, it was against Houston. It was horrible. Or they could get
Horrible.
Dwight. Or they could get Dwight. Oh, that hurt. That series hurt, yeah.
Howard,
They
man, I
could
want
get
Howard
Dwight.
to stay in LA. I want him to be grateful that we gave him a chance and that he made it here and he made it up to the city in LA. Man, did you see that tweet in 2013 or whatever? When he was like,
Yeah,
I hope to make it up to you guys one day. Man, you did it, brother. You did it.
You did. You did.
Real
Sweet.
quick,
So,
real quick.
yep.
I think that if LeBron James wins one more time, I
Mhm.
think he has to get into that Lakers Mount Rushmore. I think getting two chips and getting the chip that took you on top of the Celtics, that's huge, huge.
I feel like you need 3.
Damn.
I feel like
Three
for a
tough.
Lakers run, he's Mount Rushmore of the NBA. He is the mountain. So,
Yeah,
but
he is
Mount
the-
Rushmore of the Mount Rushmore of the Lakers, yeah, a little bit of a different ball game. I'm gonna have to be tough on him with that one. 3 rings with the Lakers will put you on the Lakers Mount Rushmore.
Bump Shaq, sad to say it.
What's that? Bump Shaq.
Bump Shaq, yeah. So it'd
No,
be
that's
like
my
Kareem,
goal.
Magic, Kobe, LeBron. You know what I mean? That's like the
There's only 4.
lock.
No, I'd take Shaq over Kareem. I'd take Shaq over Kareem.
Yo, Kareem got 6, bro. He gave him 6 of those things. That's why.
But you know what I said, right? I think 3 rings with the Lakers puts you on the makes you eligible, right? So what do you do to look further than that? Well, yeah, I guess Kareem did that 2 times over. I guess so. I don't know. I love Shaq.
Kareem's like the OG. You know, he's the Haji of the.
I don't want to, but yeah, I have to. I don't want to, but I gotta. So,
all right, curveball
question of the day. So this is a hypothetical for you, right? This can be something that's never happened before or anything like that. But if you could pair up any 2 players in the history of the game, past, present, whatever, current, who would you pair up to create your greatest duo of all time?
To be honest, I think Kobe and Shaq is as good as it gets for duos.
Hypothetically, you can put anyone together.
I don't think you can get much better than that. I think maybe like Kobe, LeBron, or something.
I have 2. That I can't decide between.
I literally think maybe the weakness of Kobe and Shaq is the like crazy passing. You know what I mean? There's no Kobe had it, but Kobe I think developed it a bit more after Shaq as well. I think Kobe's passing game got
he had to.
Yeah. So it was just easy, flashy pass to a lob, and all that stuff was cool. But
so you think even if I because I've got 2 that I can't decide between.
Maybe hit me with those. I'm thinking Kobe and LeBron, maybe.
So I've got 2 that I literally can't decide. So number 1, Steph and LeBron. Steph Curry and LeBron.
Ooh, you know what? That's nasty. Yep.
Yeah. Number 2 is LeBron and Shaq.
Yeah, I had a feeling LeBron and Shaq you were going to say.
Yeah, I can't decide between those 2. I think I'm going to go with Steph and LeBron, to be honest.
Steph and LeBron because they both pass, crazy shooters. And to be honest, LeBron can do the freight train drive to the hoop. And, yeah. I mean,
can you imagine those 2 on the same team?
Yeah. Steph and LeBron is great. Hey, did that happen in the All-Star game yet?
I don't think so. He was injured this year when
Steph on
LeBron was
Team
captain.
Us?
No, so he was injured, and then the year before that, Steph was the
Team
captain.
Yeah, I am
I
the
don't think it's
captain,
happened there. Yeah,
and
I don't think it's happened.
let's root for that. We're on All-Star watch. We want
I
Curry
want,
and LeBron on
yeah,
the same team. Man, that'd be
just once.
crazy. There will be some crazy passes between them, man. You'll see the
Yeah.
LeBron kick out to Curry or the Curry kick out to LeBron. Ooh. You know
Be
what?
so
That's
amazing.
you cannot get any sweatier than because
Then
pretty much very sweaty small, crazy best shooter of all time, and then very sweaty big, crazy
yeah,
shooter at
straight up, bro.
the GOAT.
Insane. Literally, the goat. It's the goat shooter with the goat.
I want to give Curry credit, man. In the LeBron era, he was the one that threatened his throne the most. Genuinely.
He scared me the most.
Steph Curry. No, he threatened it the most. He tied up
Yeah,
LeBron. He tied
did.
up LeBron, but hey, balance is restored now, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, number 5. Oh no, number 5.
All right.
Mambo number 5.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 22 of the Locked Up Podcast. Don't forget to follow the socials, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think needs to happen. Let us know in the comments what you think needs to happen next season for each of those teams. Let us know what you think needs to happen for your team, right? And we will see you in episode 23.
We're going
Peace.
back to back.